Welcome back to Wrestling with Horror. My name is Andrew Dreamer, and this is the channel where I talk about professional wrestling, I talk about horror movies, and I look at all the ways that they intersect, connect, and everything in between. Now today, we've got a little bit of wrestling news. We're going to take a slight pause in our Evil Dead reviews and rankings and things like that to talk about something major that has happened just in the last couple days in the world of professional wrestling. Now, if you follow professional wrestling, I'm sure you saw that CM Punk was backstage at Monday Night Raw. So I'm going to talk about that just a couple minutes. It's not going to be a real long video, but let's talk about it. Let's talk about why he was there, what he did while he was there, and what it could possibly mean. So let's just jump right into it. As I said, CM Punk was backstage Monday night at Raw. And of course, Raw was in Chicago that night, so it makes sense that he was there, being that he lives in Chicago. But I read a report that said he actually flew from Florida to Chicago just to be there. Now, why was he there? I don't know. The reports said that he was there just for a little while, not a real long amount of time. He was there 15, 20 minutes maybe. And he talked to a few different WWE superstars backstage. And the person that he really wanted to talk to was Triple H. And he did apparently get to talk to Triple H for just a few minutes before being asked to leave. Now, I've also read reports that say he was not asked to leave, that he left on his own, but we don't really know for sure. Either way, he was there. He was backstage. He talked to Triple H, somebody who he's publicly had a lot of issues with over the years. So maybe he was there to clear the air, I don't see Punk as being the type of person who asks for forgiveness, but maybe he was there just to kind of smooth things over a little bit. This could also be something that he was just doing as like a sort of publicity stunt in preparation for his AEW return that seems to be happening in just a couple months. Who knows? I don't know. I want to know what you think down in the comments. Do you think that he was working a storyline in his own head? Do you think that he was sent there by somebody? Do you think that he really wanted to just kind of smooth things over with some people and try to make amends in ways maybe? Again, I don't know. But what could this possibly mean for the future? All signs are pointing to Punk returning to AEW TV in just, like I said, a couple months. And it looks like there's going to be a soft brand split to kind of keep him separate from the people who don't really want to work with him over there. That's a different video for another day. That being said, I like this. I think it's kind of cool for him to be there. I think it's nice if he really wanted to make amends with people and just talk to some people he hasn't seen in years and reminisce with some old friends maybe. Again, I think that's something that's kind of cool. And of course it is very newsworthy. That's why we're talking about it now. But the main thing that I really took away from this was that he still loves professional wrestling. And if you're asking me, do I want CM Punk back in the world of professional wrestling? Yes, I do. I've always been a big fan of Punk. I don't like the way that All Out was handled. I think there are a lot of people kind of at fault there. I don't think it was one person. That being said, I do think Punk went a little far in his press conference speeches, and I think he could have handled things a different way. I think he could have went to people and talked to them personally. I think that's always the best way to handle things rather than publicly just blasting people. And it obviously, like I said, it led to a lot of people making some bad decisions that night. But I am excited for Punk's return to the world of professional wrestling. I think it's going to be something big. You can say what you want, but he is a draw. He draws people in, and especially after all of the publicity that has surrounded him in the last few months, this last 6-7 months, it's huge. And I think that this could lead to something even bigger. I think that, going into that show at Wembley Stadium in England, I think there's going to be something big for Punk there. I'm really excited for what the future holds here, and I just wanted to touch on it for a couple minutes. I know, like I said, this wasn't a very long video. Just let me know down in the comments what your take from all of this is. Do you think he was there for personal reasons? Do you think he was there for publicity? I don't know. I want to hear from you all. Be respectful as always, and make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't done that already. But until next time, my name is Andrew Dreamer, and this is Wrestling with Horror.